the 7th. Time sure flies quickly, but it's good to be here. So today I'm going to be talking about opportunities and options, especially when we're dealing with other people. One option would be to create a memory. Create a memory where people remember how that experience, the time they had with you. So, for example, what are some of the memories that you had growing up? You would see that those memories you hold dear to you because it means something. So it's something that's special. People want to have experiences. So when you're with other people, you want to make sure that you're connecting with them and you're giving them an experience. So rather than being focused on you, you're allowing them to participate and be part of the experience. So think about that. How can I create a memory with those that I'm with? So that when they're with me, or when they have moved on, they'll remember, oh, those were the times I spent with this person, I spent with that person, and I enjoyed my time with them. So that's one thing you want to do, is create a memory. And it's going to take time, it's going to take effort. And you can't have memories if you don't spend time with others, especially those that are close to you. Something that we have to be intentional about. The other thing I wanted to talk about, because we face so many challenges, at least I know I come across challenges. So how do we deal with those challenges when they come up? How do we solve problems when they come up? And one thing is to recognize that when you're working with people, you don't want to give the impression that you are the only one that has all the answers. Because honestly, you don't. You don't have all the answers. And I was talking about being vulnerable with some of my colleagues, that we put people on a pedestal, and we sometimes don't remember that everyone's human and humans are fallible. So you don't want to be the person that others put on a pedestal also. And the way to avoid doing that is to be sure that people recognize that you're human. Humans make mistakes. And own up to the mistakes when you make them. Let people understand that, hey, especially if you have kids, like I have kids, let them know, hey, mom messed up this time. I messed up. I'm sorry. I apologize. I shouldn't have done that. I want to thank those that are joining me, Huna and Jay. I'm going to try to say this. Amati. It's in Arabic, so I'm trying to read Arabic. My Arabic is in progress. I'm still working on it. So yes, problem solving. See yourself more as the coach rather than the king or the queen or the person in charge all the time. Even if you are the leader, a leader can be and should be vulnerable, and not everybody looking up to you like, oh. So Let people be part of the solution as well. Let them be part of the solution and ask them questions. If you're trying to solve a problem, ask questions. Ask them questions so that they can be involved. It helps people think through the process. Okay? So that's part of problem solving, kind of like brainstorming. This is something I will like to delve more into in the very near future. I'm just touching on it right now, that when we're solving problems, especially with others, let people know that you're not the one that has all the answers. Ask questions so that they can also be involved in solving the problem. Imagine if you did that with your family and you got them involved. So they take ownership, of course, depending on the age. It has to be age appropriate. Together you can brainstorm and come up with a game plan. Like, okay. And how will they feel if they came up with a solution? They'll feel amazing. So look at the options of the problem that you're trying to solve. Today I'm talking about options and opportunities. Look at the options, and together you can look at what are the pros and cons of this particular solution. Can this work? If it doesn't work, let's put it aside. We will not necessarily throw it away, but maybe for this particular time, it doesn't fit. It's not a fit. So we can look at something else and look at all the different options. And then ask. Just get people involved in problem solving so that you're not the only person coming up with the ideas. Now, I'm pretty good at coming up with, if I'm in a tight situation, I can come up with a solution just like that. But I recognize that there are times when I need to bring others in to come up with ideas, and let's brainstorm together. And that's where teamwork comes into play. Teamwork. Working as a team. Okay, now somebody's asking, how do I fix my relationships? That's a very good question. I need to know a bit more about what type of relationship, what exactly is going on, and then I can give you some suggestions. Not that I have all the answers. Could be a suggestion. And so if you give me a bit more context, that would help. Okay. With family. Okay. Maybe you can give me some more details later on. Maybe some more details. I'm still learning how to do live, so bear with me. I'm not the best when it comes to all this, but I do enjoy sharing my thoughts and my growth framework, which is we start the week with gratitude. We talk about relationships. Today we're talking about opportunities and options to look at. And tomorrow is W, which we'll be looking at will or wealth. And I know I'm supposed to be able to do something on TikTok. I'm going to figure it out. I have some friends who are really good at this, so I need to ask them so they can teach me. It's admitting I don't know. So I need to get more information, bring people in so that we can create an experience. Just what I was talking about earlier. We can create an experience because I don't know all the answers. And that way I can get better at doing lives. So soon, very soon, I'll get very good at it. In the meantime, okay. I'm just going to touch on this real quick before I sign off. Didi is saying, want to be closer to my family since I live far away from them. Now, I live far away from my extended family. And the way that I stay close to them is through, thank God for technology, sending regular texts, sending, sometimes we do video calls in the absence of being able to actually visit physically. And if there's possibility to visit on even if it's once a year or something like that, you can also put that into play where you can go visit. But definitely, we have so many tools at our fingertips. WhatsApp, Facebook, Messenger, there's so many things. Being intentional about, I want to keep in touch with my family. When my dad was alive, he passed away about 2 years ago. Because he was not here, I scheduled a time every Sunday. That was my time to call Dad. Sundays, hi Dad, how you doing? So it will come up on my calendar that way. So this is probably going to be deeper than I want to get into in this setting, but I certainly want to share what I can. And so I hopefully those give you some ideas. And Million Globe Bahrain says, usually family problems are rooted from miscommunication. Each member should be heard. That's a very good point. Each member should be heard. So, and it takes time, takes effort, making that effort, and not just being, because you're far away, not making it like out of sight is out of mind. You want to be top of mind and staying in touch intentionally. If it's once a week, if it's once a month, just being consistent to keep in touch with family. All right, my friends, thank you so much for a short time. You're welcome, Didi. You're welcome. So have a blessed evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you're joining me from, and see you on the next live. Take care. God bless.